So, in case you're wondering where I am, I'm not going to tell you actually. I'm in a paradise island. I have peace, tranquility. I'm very happy and really fulfilled. But I didn't get here that easily. It took many years, a lot of hardship. And perhaps my story, maybe hearing my story, may help some people go on like a shortcut. They can get to a peaceful place a lot faster than having to go through a lot of hardship and agony and years of suffering to be in a place where they can have peace and tranquility. So I will share with you how I get to where I am now. And as you will see, I will move around in different episodes, so you also benefit from some of the scenes. Unfortunately, we cannot get a lot of really good scenes with the sea behind me because of the camera exposure. But hopefully, I'll do the best to show you some of the beautiful places here. Anyway, looking for spirituality and not knowing where to go, which direction to go. Well, as I mentioned, I was born and raised in Iran as a Muslim. However, my family were not really religious, but we had basically the good foundation, Islamic foundation principles and moral teachings. We did grew up with it. But going to US and becoming secularized, basically all of us forgot we're Muslims. If somebody asked what's your religion, we would probably say you are Muslim. What do you know about Islam? Really not much. I was in that state. So at this stage in my life, when I was looking for spiritual fulfillment, Islam was not in my mind at all, was not in the picture. I needed peace. I needed to have the tranquility. I needed to have the peace back that I had lost. I guess I remember I had peace as I grew up in US the first few years. I had peace because I was living a normal life. As I got more and more involved in business and the marriage and children and everything, it seemed like peace wasn't there anymore. Now at this point, I wanted peace. So I was looking at people's faces. Whoever had peaceful face, I wanted to see what religion they had. I wanted that religion. What spirituality they follow, I wanted that. I did a lot of that. But one of the things that was most prevalent at that time, it was Hinduism. Remember, Beatles went to India and they brought back a lot of Hinduism philosophy with them, and a lot of young people joined it. It seemed like these Hare Krishnas and running around the street and singing and dancing with their head shaved off and with the ponytail. And they were so peaceful. They just looked like they had no worries about life. So I thought, these guys have something that I think I want, so why not join them? So I joined them and went to Hindu temples and ashrams. I remember in Santa Monica, Los Angeles, there was an ashram. I went there. And at the time, one of this time was that tail end of when I was still with my husband. I remember, but one of the things they were teaching us is that you are the master of your own destiny and you are God yourself, and you have this knowledge within yourself that you can tap into whatever you like, whatever feels right is the right thing. So this woman comes up to my husband and says, I want to have sex with you, that feels right to me. And I was very open-minded. I took a look at her, I said, excuse me, it just doesn't feel right to me. Sorry about this. But I was just thinking, what kind of religion is this? Anyhow, I tried to keep an open mind, but then when I noticed they're worshiping many gods and idols and they worship and bow down to anything, everything that they thought is holy, I thought, no, this is not the right thing for me. So I'm hurting, ailing with all kinds of pain, and I'm looking for something that brings me tranquility. And I see some of the Hindu people, followers, really did have tranquility. But for me, that was not a complete life. That was not balanced life. This was not, something was missing. I feel like I was starting to look for God, and I felt like my God wasn't there. So I moved on. Hopefully next episode, I'm going to tell you exciting thing about next step. Thank you for joining me. See you in the next episode.